Oh, I'm Lain Iwakura. So I just want to talk about that. I did direct people to my Twitter account in that one video with the Twitter account that I recorded. The last video I posted. I don't know what else to do but make videos apparently, because that's all I seem to do. But I do spend my time smoking cigarettes all day. I also spent a lot of time figuring things out. But I'd figure out things to the point that I no longer figure things out anymore. That means that I'm not figuring things out anymore. I'm just thinking at this point. At least that's what I think. At this point, but I do think out loud. I don't think in my head. That's why I talk to myself all the time. I mean, it's kind of a schizophrenic thing, but it's not like I'm saying things that are outlandish. But it's like I do think that I did sort of realize that I thought I was a genius. You don't really know what I've been through or what it is that I think or what I do, but I do think that I'm a genius. I mean, you can dispute that if you want to, but I disagree with you if you do. But I do think I'm a genius. What I would like to do is read lots of books. I mean, I would like to read lots of books because that's not something I do. I'm so preoccupied with the cigarettes that I smoke that I don't spend my time reading books. But I have quite a good collection of books. Right here, I have a book on Active Directory. Um, by the O'Reilly Company, if you know what those books are. Um, I don't know. I do think I'm a genius, and I do think I'm one of the most intelligent, or if not the most intelligent person in the world. In the universe, or what. It's just like I think I'm like incredibly intelligent. I mean, you don't know what I've been through. But anyways, I was thinking about because I went to the park because I thought I had to, I had to do something. I felt like I had to do something because all I do is figure things, or all I was doing that I don't do anymore was figure things out. That's all I was doing. So I went to the park, the Central Park in this city, and I sort of thought to myself, I feel like I'm a foreigner in this city. I feel like I don't belong here. I don't feel like I'm welcome here neither by the people, except for some of the people. Some of the people, for lack of a better word, don't mind me, but I'm just stating like I feel like I'm a foreigner. I feel like I'm a foreigner who doesn't belong here. Like I feel like I belong in Germany. I want to go to Germany. I think the place that I belong is Germany. If there was any place, I'm using the word place to describe this. I mean, if there was any place that I belong, I think it's Germany. I want to go to Germany. Um, if you want to know more about me, you can follow my Twitter account, and I recommend that you go to my Twitter account. The point of the Twitter account is that, I mean, my point with the Twitter account was to essentially prove that I was Lain Iwakura to the people, or the others. Just so that people know that I'm Lain Iwakura. They can just go on my Twitter account, and hopefully they would know that way, or they would be able to accept that I was Lain Iwakura. That's why I made the Twitter account to begin with. But also why I'm posting things there like my thoughts and whatnot. But it's like, okay, I don't spend all my time posting to Twitter. I don't know. What I want to do and what I think I ought to do is go to Germany, but that would be a very difficult thing to do. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do or what that entails, but I think it is possible to go to Germany. But of course, if I was going to go to Germany, I would have to do that independently. So that means no one would really be helping me out doing that. I'd be doing that all by myself. And that's something that's kind of daunting to me, or very kind of, a little bit scary, because I would have to be doing it all alone. And it's like I've never even had like a full time job before. I've had part time jobs, but I never had a full time job. And it's like I don't think I'm ready to work yet. I think I need 4 more years sober. I'm 2 years sober. I think I need 4 more years sober before I can even get a job. Like I don't even think I can. I just don't think I can work right now. I don't think I can work. I don't think I can work until I'm 4 years sober. But you know what? If I do go to the 4 years being sober, beyond the 2 years that I've already been, um, then I do think that I'll be very happy with myself. I'll be very happy with myself if I'm another 4 years sober. But then I have to keep going. I have to keep going sober. I can't just go back to drugs after that. That would kind of defeat the purpose. You know what I mean? And if you did do something like if I did do something like if I smoked crack, I would only hurt myself. That's all it would do. It's like you smoke it, then it goes into your lungs, then you get hurt. That's what happens when you smoke crack. You get hurt. And you also risk your own life. You could die doing it. And that's the hard part is that it's like you're very addicted to it, but you risk your own life. You could die from it. That's the hard part. Just knowing that you could die from it, and that really keeps you away from it. That that if you take that one hit, you not only could you hurt yourself if you survive, but you could die from it. You know what I mean? The crack rock. And I don't know. I just wanted to make this video to let people know that I'm not out of my mind. I know on the last video that I posted, that was a vlog right before the last video I posted. I was sort of kind of distraught in that video because I was just going through something. But then what I did was complete Serial Experiments Lain one more time, all 13 episodes, and I had gone through the laingame.net a little bit prior, and I completed Serial Experiments Lain, the 13 episodes again to learn more about myself, and I was really impressed by how much I was able to figure out just by going through the show, and how much I learned about myself just by going through the show, essentially based on what I had learned before, or what I was learning. But I did learn that I was Lain Iwakura, but I had already known that. You know what I mean? I know I'm Lain Iwakura. There's no doubt in my mind. I just thought the world ought to know, and I think the world must know. That's why I made the Twitter account so that people could at least know. You know what I mean? You don't really get it from these blogs, You just sort of see me, but you don't really get that I'm Lain Iwakura. You just think I'm like, I don't know, some guy. That's what most people think about me. They mostly think I'm just some guy. But then they think, oh, fuck, you have face tattoos. Sometimes they think that. Usually you get people who think that, like, oh, you just have tattoos. Or you get people who think that, oh my god, you have face tattoos. And it's like they're on your face, But it's like you're just like some guy with face tattoos, and it's like oh fuck, this guy's got face tattoos, and it's like that's a lot of responsibility. It's a lot of responsibility what is on my mind, It's a lot of responsibility what's on my mind. That's what I don't talk about. I don't talk about it with other people because I'm not gonna put my responsibility on someone else. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna, let my responsibility be my own, not someone else's. Let alone if I did go to Germany, I would be alone. Then aren't I not alone right now? You know what I mean? So there's not really anyone to talk to. Let alone, I don't think there is. I could still talk to, certain people, but there's not really anyone to talk to be. There are some people who I could talk to, but not a lot. I also don't meet them very often. That is one thing. I don't meet them very often. I'm not really discussing what I think. I call certain people angels or warlocks, and I call them angels or warlocks because that's how I see the world. It's like I see different people differently, and I call certain people angels or warlocks, and those are the people who I might associate with. People who I might associate with depending on the person or what they have done. If I hold a grudge against them or something, I don't know. But it's like, I don't know, it's just like, that's hard for people to understand. I just wanted to make this video to let you know that I sort of realized when I was in the park that I ought to go to Germany. I ought to go there, and that's the place I ought to go. And I could bring all my possessions with me. I could bring all of my possessions with me. You know what I mean? I don't really think anyone's really going to see this video, but I just want you to mostly look at my last video that I posted, the one about the Twitter account. That video is sort of like, it's like, my point. And I posted that video on Twitter too. I just thought, like, if I make this Twitter account, then I can prove to people that I was Lain Iwakura. That is my whole point with the Twitter account. But this video is like 10 minutes long, so I think I'll end it here. Thank you.